together. But the first I went, and a few minutes later he asked the guard if he could, and he escaped with that. When we stopped the rest, of course, so they would not meet the rest of the people and let and chase the two guys. So we escaped, and we immediately came to some farmers when we asked for civilian clothes to cover up our stripes because everybody would see that we were escaped prisoners. And this way we were walking and toward the Russian front and passing ourselves off as German refugees running away, getting some bread from the Germans because he did all the talking. And it's a long story because we got caught after 2 days. One farmer asked us, says, yes, you can stay here and come in the house and stay, but we couldn't stay in this house because then we would have to take our civilian clothes off and show our stripes, and they would recognize that we are escaped prisoners. So we would stay in the barn. So yes, he immediately alerted the police, and they came and they were going to show. He said, partisans are here. And he came and looked at us and they saw the stripes, so they didn't shoot us. We got lucky and shipped us off to jail.
What language did you speak at the time?
What
language did you speak?
At that time I spoke only Hebrew, Yiddish, and Polish. And I would know German after all. We were under the Germans for 6 years, so we picked it up. But I didn't know enough Russian to tell because they were Ukrainian guards working for the Germans. And they asked me, they felt sorry for us, and they asked me in Russian, if I'm hungry, I didn't know how to say I want a piece of bread in Russian. Now I speak Russian fluently.
If you were always in prison, why couldn't you just take off clothing? If you had another set of clothing, we gave you regular civilian clothing, why couldn't you just take off the stripes?
He wants to know, once you got the new set of clothes, why did you get rid of the stripes?
It was February.
The death march was in January 1945. You remember the picture? January 1945.
That's when Auschwitz was liberated, but they didn't liberate us. We had to walk in the snow for Germany. And the woman, the farmer's wife, said, could be run because my husband, when he sees you, he'll shoot you himself. He's not going to be an American military because he's a rabbit and anti-Semite. He will shoot you himself. So she and her daughter gave us clothes, quicknesses, out and some bread.
So when did you get liberated? At the end of the war, so how did you become free?
How did I
Attention all visitors, the museum will close in 15 minutes. I repeat, the museum will close in 15 minutes.
So if the police took you, how did you get free? The young man wants to know. When the police took you, in the end, how did you get free?
Free?
Yes.
You didn't get free. You didn't get free. They took us to a jail, a local jail, because we were somewhere in a village, small village. And from the jail, they took us to a bigger city, put us in another jail. And they checked us out to Vienna in Austria. And we spent a week there in jail. Finally, from Vienna, the only Mauthausen was the only concentration camp in Austria.
So at the end of the war, how at the end of the war, they liberated the camp there in Austria?
You were liberated by the Americans or the Russians?
Americans. The Russians didn't get to Austria.
Would you be willing to show us your number?
Only if you insist.
Please.
Well, say you insist. It's a cute number, but you
Can
put
you
it
all
on
see
the-
it? You want to come up?
Yeah.
Come up. Come up.
It's got 2 ones
But they're
on
very-
the outside, 2 zeros inside. And it stands for, because every time there were 100,000 they started with A's and B's, I don't think they were any C's. But the guys who took prisoner school put the number and put the 2 in it. They got a kick out of it, and they put it nice and small because they like the symmetry of it.
How long was the ship to America? How long?
The ship,
Yes.
5 days, 6 days, maybe a week, something like that.
Were the capos primarily Jewish or non-Jewish?
The couples were all kinds. They had to be criminal. You ever saw wrestlers or what's the Japanese sport?
Sumo.
Sumo. And they were feeding on our harbor because they were collecting the food for us from the kitchen and on the way to the barracks, of course, they helped themselves so they could maintain. And the Germans didn't mind it, SF didn't mind because they were helping them to do the dirty work. So they would let them, and they were virtual kings in the camp because they could do with your life whatever they wanted.
Can you explain how it was in the carts on the way to the camp?
What?
The Auschwitz?
What was it like in the railroad
Cattle
car, in the cattle car on the way to Auschwitz?
Was I in the cattle car? Of course I was.
Can you tell them about it?
I
Do you
was
remember?
listening to your presentation.
Oh.
You did a good presentation, very young. Well, I can only say that we were like packed, so that there was no sitting room on the floor. So if you were on the floor, you were on somebody's legs, or somebody's legs were over you. There was a big vat to which you relieved yourself. And when the train stopped finally in Auschwitz, how a train jerks, the vat was already filled to the top and it spilled. It's horrible.
Were you in a cable car when there was a window? Cattle cart? When there was a window? Or no window?
There was a small little, it's a cattle car, and it was a small window high up, and I wasn't even tall enough to,
Were you near it? Were
well,
you near it?
Were you near it?
Were you close to the window?
there was no clothing. It was an opening with.
Think about this size, okay? Think about this size. We're not talking, think about this size.
So how
Was
much?
Like a brick. You know
I
what the
think
size
because of no
of a brick
proximity, it
was?
seemed like on the side near the windows was the car.
Were you close to the opening or on the other side?
I was far from the, well, I wasn't close, probably not from near to there. But when everybody was being already chased out in Auschwitz, I walked up to the window to see where we are. And I stood on my tiptoes and I looked and I saw another train already with the people who were being selected with the stripes, and he said, hey, he asked me in Yiddish, where are we here? They didn't know the answer, they looked at us. They probably just had their whole family killed, and they didn't want to tell us.
At that point, were you totally alone? Did you have family?
No, my mother was with me. My mother was with me. I said, That this election, when you were already waiting for showers, she saw me and she said, "I'm with the young." She was selected to live.
You said that the show was bombed right before you were supposed to have your bar mitzvah. What happened with the bar mitzvah? Anything ever happened? Like,
I am not a full Jew. I wasn't bar mitzvah, circumcised but not bar mitzvah. And this is something that's been really bothering me because my grandfather was an Orthodox Jew like you. Was saying his prayers 3 times a day. And I, who wasn't a full Jew, why did God select me to survive and not kill me?
it's never too late to make a bar mitzvah. We can do it now. If you're not fulfilling.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Are you serious?
I'm very
Yes,
serious.
serious.
Go ahead.
What?
Don't make a celebration.
I
Everybody smile.
forgot the prayers.
And we'll help you.
We'll help you.
I don't have the album to.
I'll give you.
We'll help you.
We'll take care of everything.
Full service.
I've been railroaded. Wait a minute. Show my family, please. Just to show, because you may not believe that I am coming from an Orthodox. Yeah. That was, yeah. Yeah. This is my great-grandfather. This is my grandfather. And you want to see me? That's 1926. Who's going to find me here?
Right here.
No, that's,
I'm in my mother's bell. I'm about ready to pop. So she put the chair like that to cover up the pregnancy. She was so very sick. That's my great-grandfather. That's my grandfather. So my father was already martyred.
Is your great grandmother?
My grand, yeah, right here. It's my school picture. Thank you. Thank you. See me here you can see me. That's for the 2 months before the war. This is a Jewish, by the way, you probably heard of Katz Nelson. Okay, shall we go on because we're going to kick us out of here?
You write with your right hand or left hand?
Right.
So we can do your left hand.
I have to leave these since I was preparing for my mitzvah when I was 12 years old.
Wow. It's a real bar mitzvah.
Are you taking this, Simon? Baruch
אתה, אדוני,
Adonai
אלוהינו,
Eloheinu
מלך העולם,
העולם
אשר
אשר
קידשנו
קידשנו
במצוותיו
במצוותיו
וציוונו להניח
להניח
תפילין.
תפילין.
Shema
שמע
Yisrael
ישראל,
Adonai
אדוני
Eloheinu
אלוהינו,
Adonai
אדוני
Echad
אחד.
Baruch
ברוך
Shem
שם,
Kivod
כבוד,
Malchuto
מלכותו,
Leolam
לעולם
Va'ed
ועד.
Ve'ahavta
ואהבת
Et
את
Adonai
אדוני
Elohecha
אלוהיך
Bechol
בכל
Levavecha
לבבך
Uvechol
ובכל
נפשך Uvechol
ובכל
Meodecha
מאודיך.
V'hayu
והיו
Hadvarim
הדברים
Ha'ele
האלה
Asher
אשר
Anochi
אנוכי
Mitzavecha
מצווך
Hayom
היום
Al
על
Levavecha
נוריך,
V'shinantam
ושיננת
Levanecha
לבניך
V'dibarta
ודיברת
Bam
בם
V'shiftecha
בשבתך
Bevitecha
בביתך
Uvelechtecha
ובלכתך
Vaderech
בדרך
Uveshachpecha
ובשחתך
Uvkumecha
ובחומך
Ukeshatam
וכשאתם
Leot
לעוד
Al
על
Yadecha
ידיך
V'hayu
והיו
L'totafot
לטוטפות
Bein
בין
Einecha
עיניך
Uchesaftam
ושכבתם
Al
על
Mizuzot
מזוזות
Beitecha
ביתך
Uvisharecha
ובשעריך
Ach
אך
Tzadikim
צדיקים
Yodu
יודו
L'shmecha
ושמך
Yeshvu
ישבו
Yisharim
ישרים
Et
את
Panecha
פניך.
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov!
Mazel tov and Siman tov and Siman tov and Mazel tov and Mazel tov and Siman tov. Siman tov and Mazel tov and Mazel tov and Siman tov. Mazel tov.
Let's get a picture with all of us.
My boys go.
Mazel tov, mazel.
One, two, three. Mazel tov.
You're waiting a long time, but you got there.